Hey y'all, and welcome back to another week here at my Appalachian Life. I'm Joanna, and thank you for tuning in. So my last video, we were talking about the fiasco that I had trying to find something good to eat. And I'm struck out at Chicken Salad Chick and at KFC and at our local grocery store's deli. And what I ate last night was from the deli, that chicken Florentine on flatbread. It was no good. It had no flavor to it, and I threw the rest of it out. So I've been to church today, and I'm hungry. And I'm trying to eat better after the holidays because I just had too many sweets. You know how it is. We all do it. Eat too many sweets, too many pastries, rich, heavy foods during the holidays. And I've put on some weight, and I've got to get it off. So I saw this recipe. It's a keto recipe, and I'm going to make half a recipe for that. And you know, when you eat good home cooked food and you get the protein that your body's craving, it satisfies you and you're not craving anything else. So that's one way that you can crave your sweet tooth. You want something sweet, and you eat something sweet, you want something salty, and it's just a back and forth thing. But if you eat good whole foods, then it satisfies your body and it takes those cravings away. So today I am going to try this new keto recipe. It's really easy to make, and you know, it's really hard cooking for one. So I'm just going to do half a recipe since this is the first time I'm making it. We'll see if it turns out good. But I am browning a half a pound of ground chuck here in my cast iron skillet. And I'll get you down here and see what all else I'm going to add to it, okay? Okay, to this half pound of ground chuck, I've got it browned now, and I'm just pushing it to the side, and I'm going to drain the grease off of it with this paper towel. Maybe get it off over here, because that skillet's hot. Probably need more than one paper towel. Best to use tongs. You get another paper towel. Have your trash can handy so you can just drop it right in. That's the oven beeping, letting me know it's preheated to 350 degrees. As we will put this in the oven once we get it all put together. Now I've got the grease drained off of it, so I am now going to put in some cream cheese. And it calls for 3 ounces of cream cheese for the full recipe, so I'm doing half of that. And I've already got it measured off here in the block. I've had this cream cheese in the freezer, so once it thaws, it kind of looks a little crumbly, but it's still good. Okay. And it says put cream cheese and stir until melted, and then add your spices. Let's get this stirred up. And that back down medium. That's the cream cheese on high down here. Okay, that's melted pretty good in there. So the spices, I'm going to add, let's see, the cream cheese, add salt and pepper. So this recipe will be in the description box below this video, so you can find out exactly how much I'm using. There is the salt and pepper. You add garlic powder, and it doesn't call for onion powder, but I'm putting onion powder in there too, equal amounts of garlic powder and onion powder, because I like the onion flavor. Okay. Now we're going to add some heavy whipping cream. And some beef broth. That beef broth ought to get that hamburger off the bottom of the skillet. Yeah. Let's clean that skillet up. Okay. And we're going to let this simmer until it gets thickened. I'm going to reduce the heat just to a simmer because you can see it's boiling. I've got all this mixed up good. Let me go ahead and reduce that heat down to low. And it says just let it simmer until it thickens. And it won't take it long. And now that it's thickened up some, I'm going to add a can of green beans on top of it. Let me kind of spread this out evenly on the skillet. I used my small cast iron skillet for this. Okay. So I'm using Libby's cut green beans, just 1 can. It calls for 2 cans, so with a half a recipe, I'm just going to do 1 can. Okay. And you add cheese on top of that. Let's see, 3/4 cup of cheddar cheese, so that'll be a little more than 1/4 of a cup. I'm just going to eyeball it. And you add mozzarella cheese. It calls for a half a cup. So that would be 1/4 cup. And I think that's good right there. And we're going to put it in this 350-degree oven and let it bake for 25 minutes. Let me turn that eye off. Get my pot ready. And in the oven it goes. 25 minutes. Okay, the oven is beeping, telling me the 25 minutes is up. So let's get this dish out of the oven and see what it looks like. Look at that. It smells good too. I'm going to let it sit here and cool. I'm not ready to eat my supper yet. This is Sunday. I'll be going back to church after a while. So I'm not really hungry enough. I'm not really hungry enough to eat before I go to church. But by the time I get home tonight, I will be hungry again. So that's when I get in trouble. If I don't have something prepared and ready to heat up and eat right then I go for a sandwich or some pretzels or something just to tie me over till morning, and that's not good. So I'm going to try to make a concerted effort to make some good whole food dishes to have on hand, even if I'm not eating it right when I'm baking it. But I will have it when I'm ready to eat and not go for the junk food. So hopefully my strategy will work. But when I do eat it, I'll let you know how it turned out. I can't help it. Curiosity is getting the best of me, so I'm going to get just a small bite just to taste it. Get some of the cheese and the green bean and the meat. And it's hot. It's good. I think it will be a satisfying dish, but it still doesn't have the flavor that I would prefer it to have. So I probably won't make this one again. I'll find something I like better, but it is good. I won't be throwing it out like I did the other. I think it needs more salt and pepper. So on a scale of 1 to 10 for this new keto hamburger and green bean casserole, I give it a 5. Hey, we're on the road again. The workers have left for the day, and it's sunny, but it's very cold outside. And tomorrow they're calling for snow. In our area, we'll probably just have a trace to a ½ inch. But it's supposed to start snowing tomorrow afternoon through Thursday morning. And I've gotten a cold, so I sound stopped up, and I am. But it's just a little cold. I don't feel bad at all. It's just a little congestion and stopped up nose. So I'm going to take some cold medicine and try to knock that out. But I decided to get out and go to a place in Johnson City called Nothing But Bundt Cake, because I have a friend who's turning 85 tomorrow. Bless her heart. She's just the sweetest lady in the world. And I just wanted to get something special for her birthday. So I'm going to go get one of those little mini bundt cakes for her birthday cake and find her a card and take it to her, hopefully tomorrow around lunch or something before it starts to snow. So anyway, here we go on an errand. It looks like they've already treated the interstate for the snow that's coming. Can you see the light colored spray that's on the pavement? That's what it is. Here we are to get the little bundt cake. Y'all hear all of that sawing going on up above me? It will soon end. They're installing the vanity in the master bathroom. Grant's working on lighting. Are you working on under counter lighting?
Under cabinet lights.
Brian's working on putting crown molding up.
It's pretty.
It is looking pretty. Scott's removed the bathroom vanity. And still working on this area of the bath. Out here sits the new bathroom vanity. Just got it unboxed. Getting ready to go in. Okay, so one of the ways I stay in God's Word, because I need to be in God's Word, and we all need to be in God's Word on a daily basis. So one of the ways that I do that is through Bible Study Fellowship, and it's a international organization that helps you study through the Bible, and it's a great organization. I participate through Zoom. We have a group of about 10 ladies, and we get together every Wednesday morning through Zoom, and we discuss what lessons we've learned through the week on the book that we're studying. So right now we're studying Esther, and we're just ending the book of Esther. But the whole study starts in fall and ends in spring. It follows a school system. So this is the workbook that I have, and this year's study is called Exile and Return, about when the Israelites were captured and went into captivity to Babylon, and how they were released after 70 years and were able to go back home, and they were released in stages. The first stage went and started building the temple and so forth. But here we are studying Esther right now, and it's such a beautiful story about God's sovereignty and how He works in our lives behind the scenes, and He can do more than anybody could ask or think. And so He takes care of His own. He takes care of His children. So you need to make sure you're a child of God and be on the right side. Be on God's side. You got to know His Word so you can discern good from evil in these days. But here we are in the book of Esther, and it's just wonderful. And I encourage you all to find a study, whether it's Bible Study Fellowship. You can go on their website and join and participate in that study. And another way I do is through David Harrison's Preacher's Podcast every weekday morning at 9 a.m. And now he's in the book of Exodus, and he's a great teacher. So of the mornings, I spend time listening to his teaching. And his desire is to teach the entire Bible verse by verse. And it's wonderful. And I'm telling you, you can join in that too. It's all free. So go on Facebook to find David Harrison, Preacher's Podcast, and join in there with me too. So stay in the Word and keep walking in the light. I love you.